Okay, here we go. OpenClaw. This is the software that has been stressing me out so much. I kind of hate it. I also kind of love it. And right now, you cannot ignore it. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone is copying it. And every single week, something new drops. So let me put the hype aside for a second and actually answer the question you're here for. Do we even need this thing? Grab your coffee. Let's find out together. First, just look at the numbers because they are honestly ridiculous. It has over 300,000 stars on GitHub. That beats React. That beats the Linux kernel. Somehow, it went viral across developer circles. And every big lab is now shipping their own copy of it. So the real question is simple. Do we even need OpenClaw? Short answer, for me, yes. I have been using it since it first came out. Long answer, yes, but with boundaries. And by the end of this, you will understand exactly why. Normally, I would say, by the end of this video, you will have your own agent. No, I am breaking that rule right now. We are setting this up at the very beginning because this is one of those things you just have to feel in your hands. You have to get it running and watch it do something. Then it clicks. So get your coffee ready. Put 5 minutes on the clock. Let us speed run the whole setup. And if you do not want to type a single thing, every command and script is free in my GitHub repo, link below. Just download and run. Here is what you need. Somewhere to run the OpenClaw gateway. A small server, a lab machine, whatever you have. Step 1, you SSH into that host. Step 2, you go straight to the source docs at openclaw.ai and copy the install one-liner because the docs change all the time. Step 3, you pick your model. And this is the important part. OpenClaw is not itself an AI. It is a harness that sits on top of one. So you get to choose its brain. Step 4, you create a bot in BotFather, copy the token, and paste it back in. That is it. Now your agent can talk to you on your phone. That is the killer feature right there. Before we go further, let us confirm the setup actually worked. Node is ready. OpenClaw is installed. The model is connected. Telegram is paired. MCP is configured. The allow list is on. Logs are visible. And the live test passed. 8 green checks. That is a real, working agent, not a slide. Now, let us put it to work. Let us do something useful immediately. Project 1, a news briefing. This used to take forever. Hours of wiring up no-code pipelines just to get a feed. So I just tell it, give me cybersecurity news from YouTube, Reddit, and Hacker News. Do not just dump links at me. Rate each item for my time and build me a dashboard. And it just does it. This is the first moment where you stop and go, okay, that is actually useful. Project 2 is even better. We turn the agent into an IT engineer. I give it new context and I tell it, you're an IT engineer. Your first job is to monitor the server you're running on. Check the internet speed, the RAM, the CPU, the security, the logs. Do not break anything. Then build me a dashboard. And again, it is one shot. Is it perfect? No. Is it ridiculously fast for a first pass at your server health? Absolutely. This is where hype stops being hype and starts being real output. Okay, let us zoom out. What do we actually install? OpenClaw is a gateway. Just a service running quietly on your machine. And it wires together 4 big pieces. 1, the model brain, and you pick it. 2, the channels, because instead of making you go to it, it comes to you on Telegram, Discord, or Slack. 3, the memory. And 4, the tools is allowed to use. That is why it feels so much bigger than a chatbot tab. It lives across your messages, your schedules, and your machine. Now, this part matters because it is not mystery magic. Let me show you where the agent actually lives. You go into the workspace folder and list it out. You will find boot.md, the startup routine it reads first. Soul.md, its core identity and the canon facts it never forgets. Memory.md, its long-term memory. User.md, which is who you are to it. And tools.md, exactly what it is allowed to use. There is also an agents file that maps how the whole thing wires together. Your agent's behavior and memory live in plain files you can open and read. So you are never blind. You can audit exactly what changed and why. Let me prove the memory is real. Watch this. I tell it, Your favorite Pokemon is Jengar. This is a core fact about you now. Update your soul, your identity, and your memory. And it goes and does it. Jengar is written into soul.md, its deepest canon layer. It lands in memory.md, its long-term memory. It is added to user.md, its identity. And it even appends a journal line for today, noting it declared Jengar as its favorite. So yes, it feels like magic, but you stay in control because you can read every single change after it happens. So why does this thing feel alive? 2 words, heartbeats and cron. You can tell it, checking on me every hour, or run my news briefing every morning at 6. And it sets up real scheduled jobs on your server. That is it. It feels like magic, but it is a stinking scheduled task. Genius because it is so simple. Then there are skills. There is a whole marketplace with over 33,000 of them. But be careful, because roughly 12% were found to contain malware. And subagents let it split a big task and report back to you. Powerful. Just vet everything before you install it. Now I have to be honest with you. By doing all of this, you just configured one of the most insecure things out there. You're basically a walking, talking CV. The real risks. Prompt injection, where hidden text hijacks what your agent does next. Malware buried in some random skill. An exposed web interface. And tools that are way too powerful with no guardrails. If you run this wide open on a public host, you did not deploy a helper. You deployed an incident waiting to happen. So let us fix that right now. Do this before you scale anything. First, run the security audit. Then run the auto fix, but carefully because it can also break things. Second, keep the web interface bound to loopback only so nobody from the outside can reach it. Third, when you do want to see it, reach it through an SSH tunnel and set your message policy to an allow list so only you can talk to the bot. And fourth, turn on the firewall and open only the ports you actually need. If this is internet-facing, this part is not optional. Next, the permission model, because this is where people get confused. The tools profile setting controls which tools the agent can even see. Coding is the safer, limited one. Full opens everything up. The tools exec setting controls how approval works when it actually runs them. You can make it ask every time, or run freely, or only use an approved allow list. And then in the agents file, you set your red lines. Never exfiltrate private data. Never touch SSH without asking. Never run destructive commands without approval. But remember the hard truth. Red lines are instructions, not absolute guarantees. Treat them like a seatbelt, not a vault. Now, this is where it gets powerful. MCP, Model Context Protocol, lets your agent use real external tools through a server. So I list the servers, and then here is the key move. I allow exactly one tool, and only that one. Everything else stays gated. Then from Telegram, I send a real request, and I watch the logs. The allowed tool fires. The dangerous one asks first. That is tools on a leash. Capability without handing over the keys. Okay, the setup is done, and more importantly, it is proven. So now let me drop the tutorial voice and just give you my honest take. So is OpenClaw groundbreaking? Not exactly. A lot of this has been done before. What actually went viral was accessibility. One clean install that ties the model, the channels, the memory, and the tools together. Jensen Huang even called it an operating system for personal AI. And me? I run a whole little IT team on it. I have a personal assistant I taught to speak Japanese so she can book restaurants for me. I even have a fitness coach agent. So here is tonight. Install the gateway and connect Telegram. Run the 2 projects. Then harden it with the audit, the firewall, and your red lines. Demo fast. Secure faster. Do not give an agent full tools until your logs, your allow lists, and your approvals are actually working. So real quick, look at everything you just pulled off. You installed the gateway on your own host. You connected Telegram, so your agent now lives in your pocket. You ran 2 real projects, each in a single shot. You proved its memory sits in plain files you can actually read. And you locked it down with the audit, the firewall, and your own red lines. That is a complete, working, hardened setup. Not a demo. Yours. And every script I used is free on my GitHub in the OpenClaw setup scripts repo, linked in the description. Clone it, and you're done in minutes. If this helped you, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you actually get the next one. I drop a new hands-on build like this every single week, and the next one in this series goes even deeper. I will see you there.